Thursday, May 28th, 6 games on the board for Major League Baseball. Let's go through each and every one of them. I'll give you my pick and prediction. And without any further ado, here we go. First game on the board, the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Detroit Tigers. It will be Jack Flaherty pitching for the Tigers, and then for the Angels, oh man, bear with me, it is Grayson Rodriguez. Neither pitcher has looked good this year. Both guys struggling tremendously. Grayson Rodriguez 1-1 with a 10.61 ERA. His 2 starts were against the Dodgers and the Rangers. He got destroyed in both of them. And then Jack Flaherty's got a 5.94 ERA, and he is 0-6. So neither pitcher comes in pitching well. Flaherty's got a near 6 ERA at home so far this year. I mean, I can't give a clear starting pitching advantage to either side. For me, it's basically a push. I mean, Grayson Rodriguez has had only 2 starts this year, and one was against the Dodgers. Let's give him a little bit of a break. He's got a much better matchup in this situation against Detroit. They have been ice cold at the plate. I give the offensive advantage to the Angels. I mean, a lot of guys on Detroit are injured. You got Javi Baez on the injured list. You got Kerry Carpenter on the injured list. You got Gleyber Torres, I believe, on the injured list. So they've got a number of guys injured. I think the Angels do have the better offense season long, and just in general. I do believe the Angels do have the better offense in this situation. And I think definitely the bullpens, you have to favor Detroit. However, their bullpen is not anything special. We've seen them definitely fall off quite a bit here as of late. Put it all on a blender, okay? Starting pitching, there's really not much of an edge either way. I honestly put it as a push. Both guys have been horrible, to be quite frank with you. So there's really no clear better option, in my opinion, in terms of when we're debating who's better, Jack Flaherty or Grayson Rodriguez. There just isn't a better option between the two. They're both been very bad. Offensively, the Angels' offense has been better season long than Detroit's offense, and Detroit's dealing with a lot of injuries. And then when we go to the bullpens, Detroit has a better bullpen. I mean, the Angels might have the worst bullpen in the entire Major League Baseball. But I think the biggest difference in this game, excuse me, the biggest difference in this game is the Angels offense compared to the Detroit Tigers offense. I think the Angels offense is the difference in this game. I don't feel comfortable laying juice with the Tigers at all, with Jack Flaherty on the mound. So first bet of the day, Angels money line plus 114. Yep, Angels money line plus 114. All right, moving on. Atlanta Braves at the Boston Red Sox. It is Chris Sale against Peyton Tolley, a really good starting pitching matchup up there in Boston. Both of these guys have been very good this year. I give the starting pitching advantage to Chris Sale simply just based off of he's just more proven. He's a former Cy Young winner, has been doing it for a long time. Peyton Tolley is still, I believe, a rookie at this point. And so, I'm going to give Chris Sale the edge there when it comes to, debating that starting pitching matchup. As far as offenses go, the Braves have the better offense. The numbers will tell you that. The Braves' offense has been significantly better than Boston's offense. However, Boston has looked pretty good against lefties, but even though with that, the Braves are still the better offense. When we get to the bullpens, I think the Braves have one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball. I think the Braves' bullpen is top 5. I do like the Red Sox bullpen, but again, I give the edge to the Braves. I think all 3 edges go to the Braves. I think the Braves are overall the better team with their best pitcher on the mound in this game. Chris Sale's comfortable pitching in Boston. Price is not. out of hand at all. I like the minus 140 price on the Braves here. Give me the Braves money line minus 140. They've been one of the best teams in Major League Baseball all year long. The Red Sox have been extremely disappointing. I love this. Give me the Braves minus 140 on the money line. All right, moving on. Toronto Blue Jays at the Baltimore Orioles. In this game, it is Chris Bassett for the Orioles, and it's Patrick Corbin for the Blue Jays. Both of these guys on the back end of their careers. When we look at both of them, I mean, first of all, Chris Bassett has been very bad this year. His last 3 starts. So his last start, he gave up 3 earned runs in 4 innings against Detroit. 6 hits in that one. Gave up 4 earned runs in 5 innings against Washington in the start before that. So his last 2 starts have not been good. Chris Bassett has just been consistently bad all year long. As for Patrick Corbin, not much better. He did have a good start in his last one against the Pirates, 6 innings, 1 earned run. But before that, 4 innings against the Yankees, 3 earned runs, and then 4 innings, 3 earned runs against the Rays. So neither guy has been very good. Honestly, they're both very equal when we look at the numbers overall on the year. Chris Bassett's been pretty good at home, a 3.46 ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, but Patrick Corbin on the road this year has also been pretty good, 3.2 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP. Both guys are pretty equal overall when we debate the starting pitching matchup. So when we look at the offenses, it's close. I mean, it's really close when we look at Blue Jays against the Orioles. I gave the Orioles a very slight offensive advantage in this spot. Nothing major, but a very slight offensive advantage to the Orioles. And I find the bullpens to be very close. I made the bullpens to be about a push. Neither one's going to blow you away. The Orioles do have some significant injuries, so that's obviously important to keep an eye on. But yeah, I find the bullpens to be a push. So overall in this game, I don't think there's anything. I don't see any major differences. And so I don't understand why the Orioles are laying minus 130 juice. Doesn't compute to me at all. Doesn't make any sense. I love the Blue Jays tomorrow at plus money. I feel like that's a steal. I took the Blue Jays money line at plus 116 for 0.9 units. 0.9 units on the Blue Jays money line. Sorry, I didn't tell you. 0.9 units on the Angels money line, and then 1.2 units on the Braves money line. But yeah. Blue Jays all day as a dog. I mean, there's nothing here that, tells me they should be dogs. This should be a pick of minus 110 here. It should be minus 110, minus 110. So, yeah, give me the Blue Jays. I think it's a really good spot to attack some plus money. All right, moving on. We've got the White Sox and the Twins in Chicago. It's going to be Davis Martin for the White Sox up against Kendry Rojas for the Twins. 2 young guys that are pitching very well. Kendry Rojas has only gone 4 innings. That's the most innings he's ever gone in his career. He went 3 innings against Boston in his last outing, was very good. He's electric. 4 innings against Houston 2 outings ago and was electric again, and then 2 innings in the outing before that. So he hasn't gone an extended outing yet. But he has not given up anything, pretty much, to this point. He has been outstanding on the mound for Minnesota. On the other side, you got Davis Martin, who's also been very good for Chicago. And he does go deep into ball games. Davis Martin will give you significantly more time out there on the mound than Kendry Rojas has shown. Davis Martin, his last 3 outings, he went to 6 innings, gave up 4 earned runs against the Giants. Not a good outing. But then the previous 2, 6 innings against the Cubs, 1 earned run, and then 6 innings, 1 earned run against Seattle. So Davis Martin's been very good, especially at home. at home. He's got a 1.14 ERA on a 1.01 WHIP this season in 4 starts. So I do give the starting pitching advantage to the White Sox here in this specific situation. When we look at the offenses, the White Sox offense crushes lefties. Kendry Rojas is a lefty. And, the White Sox have a huge offensive advantage here. A team OPS at home of 734, a 780 OPS against lefties. They're going to have a really good chance to hit Kendry Rojas tomorrow. It's going to be a tough matchup for Kendry Rojas. And then the Twins on the road against righties are just about, a 700 OPS. So for me, starting pitching advantage to the White Sox, offense advantage to the White Sox. They're at home. They play better at home. Give me the White Sox money line, minus 125 for 1.2 units. I love this play all over the White Sox here in this situation. All right, Cubs Pirates. It is Colin Ray for the Cubs, Paul Skeens for the Pirates. Not much needs to be said there. Pirates have a clear starting pitching advantage. Paul Skeens is much better than Colin Ray. Anyone watching this video knows that. Offensively, the Pirates have been better at home than the Cubs have been in general. The Pirates have very good numbers at home against righties. Clear offensive edge for me to the Pirates in this game over the Cubs. Let's not forget to mention the Cubs have lost 9 out of their last 10 games. When we look at the bullpens, they're about equal. They're about even. But I love the Pirates. Pirates are going to win this game tomorrow or today. Pirates are going to win this game here today. Give me the Pirates on the alternate line of -1 for 1.2 units at minus 120 odds. Pirates going to win against the Cubs there. They've got both the starting pitching advantage and the offensive advantage. And they're at home. And they're playing better baseball than the Cubs. So with Skeens on the mound, we're going to back the Pirates. Pirates -1, minus 120, 1.2 units. And then last but not least, we've got the Astros and the Rangers. Nathan Eovaldi for the Rangers. And for the Astros, Spencer Arrighetti. Spencer Arrighetti has been very good this year. He's got a 1.3 ERA in 7 starts, a 1.2 WHIP. His last 3 starts have been very good. He shut down Texas just about 2 weeks ago. 7 innings of work, 0 earned runs against Texas his last outing, 2 outings ago. Nathan Eovaldi shut down Houston just about 2 weeks ago. 7 innings, 0 earned runs. Both guys are in great form. I do give the so in terms of starting pitching, we're going to debate who's better. It's close. In terms of so far this year, it's very close. Obviously, Eovaldi's more proven over the long test of time than Spencer Arrighetti, so we'll give Eovaldi that respect, but I think it's closer than the odds makers are suggesting. We have to give an offensive advantage to Houston. Houston has just hit the ball better than Texas this year and recently. So I give Houston the offensive advantage. I think the starting pitching matchup is very close. I think the bullpen matchup is closer than we think. I give an advantage to Texas, but it's not huge. I don't think Texas should be minus 150. I think that's too much. I'm taking a chance with the Houston Astros on the money line at plus 133. And the reason why I feel comfortable doing so, I like their offense a lot. I think the offense advantage is pretty significant in this situation. And I think Spencer Arrighetti can compete with Nathan Eovaldi. So I feel good about taking the plus money, taking a stab at it for 0.8 units. So those are the 6 games on the board. Recap these 6 bets. Angels money line at plus 114 for 0.9 units. Braves money line at minus 140 for 1.2 units. Blue Jays money line at plus 116 for 0.9 units. White Sox money line minus 125 for 1.2 units. Pirates -1 at minus 120 for 1.2 units. and the Houston Astros money line at plus 133 for 0.8 units. Once again, Angels money line plus 114, 0.9 units. Braves money line minus 140, 1.2 units. Blue Jays money line plus 117, 0.9 units. White Sox money line minus 125, 1.2 units. Pirates minus 1, minus 120, 1.2 units. And Astros money line plus 133, 0.8 units. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on what you think is going to happen tomorrow in Major League Baseball. And good luck to you out there. Hope you guys all do well on your picks and have a great Thursday.